you that. I mean, you're watching a video of me right now. Look at me. Guys, I had a dream last night.
Oh, you're dreaming.
No, and I just kind of remembered it, but then I forgot it again. I don't even remember. Oh my gosh, what was it? When I said I'm delicious, it reminded me.
I forget.
I'm delicious. But I'm not being reminded. Oh my gosh.
Or she said it when you said that you were delicious, or was it what you said after that reminded you of that?
I don't even need to tell you that because
I don't even need to tell you that because you're looking at me and blah blah blah. Oh my gosh, I don't remember. I had like a flash of this guy in my brain, but I don't know him.
Jonathan Dean French.
Wait,
But it's not.
I have a question. Was
Did you
it
say the whole name again?
Directly.
This is going on these water.
Oh my gosh!
Was that who it was?
No.
I don't know.
Wasn't that Sheldon?
God knowledge. Okay. What about Ralph?
Who?
Ralph is an ex of mine.
Oh yeah, Ralph. I remember.
Ralph
from
doesn't
our
matter,
gang.
though. Like Ralph is a good friend, you know, and I never even meant to break up with him. Pretty much, this chick at a track meet, she's like grabbed my phone. She's like, I always break up with him for his girlfriends. I'm like, okay, but I didn't mean okay, so you could break up with him for me. I'm like, okay, well that's interesting. So she grabs my phone. She's like, speed dial, because he's speed dial number 2, but now my friend Andrew's speed dial number 2. Whatever, never mind. Okay, so she's all calling his mom answers. She's like, hey, is Ralph there? Except she didn't say Ralph. She said his real name. And she's like, who is this? And she's like, Tia, because that's her name, and that's her real name. I hesitated, but I'm going to tell you. But yeah. So she's like, Tia, and the chick's like, okay, one sec. And then she's like, okay. So then Ralph gets on the phone, and Ralph is all, hi, what do you want? And she's all, Jessica says it's over. And I was like, what? And he's like, is that her? And then she's like, yeah. And I'm like, no, no. In the background, you know, like doing this crazy little hand thing. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, okay. But yeah, so I didn't even mean to break up with him, you know? And he like hated me for a couple months. He even told me that he wanted me to die. I was very upset. And then the other day, last Wednesday, before I left for this thing in New York, yeah, I was all asking people if they would be happy if I died, and he said that he wouldn't be happy. So I know that the tension is over. Plus, we talked for a long time, the Brown City quiz thing, yeah. I had lots of long talks. Talked to Jordan, talked to Ralph.
And see, now you're with Sheldon.
And I talked to Johnny. And talked to Taylor. I talked to Keith.
Sheldon talk about Sheldon.
Of course. Because he's like all drunk and all drugged up. It was insane.
It was so scary. And like we laughed and he's like,
Goodbye, my sweethearts, my darlings. We're like, yeah.
and we're like walking away, and that's why Hubert died.
He handed, that doesn't matter. He handed me his ID card, and I'm like, oh, your name's Shelton. He's all talking in Spanish.
Not me.
It was hilarious. And he wouldn't take his ID card back. He was like screaming at me. He wouldn't take it back.
So his friend was like crazy, like, wow. And he grabbed his food at him.
He was talking all Spanish, and we had no clue what he was saying. We're like staring at him, like, what the heck? And then his friend comes up, and his friend's all, he's saying that he's crazy, that I'm crazy, but he's crazier. And we're like, okay. And then he's all, do you speak Spanish? And we're like, no, we speak English. And then he keeps talking in Spanish. He's like cracking up. I'm like, what's so funny? It's not funny. And I was like, God, just if any time you can give me the gift of tongues, like right now, that would be good, because I bet this dude's like swearing at us. It's great.
But no, when we left, we were like shaking. We're like, don't say.
I know we're walking. I can tell that she's about to burst out laughing, and I'm like,
shaking.
I'm like, just wait. And then I just started cracking up. It was so funny, and I knew that they were watching us. So that's why I told her not to do anything, because he might see us.
They knew I was laughing. I was shaking so hard.
I know, me too. They must know, because I went like this.
I know, because you were like. That's pretty fun.
True.
Yeah. That was yesterday night, handing out flyers.
Today we're painting.
Fun.
Exciting. I'm pretty excited. I'm a fan of painting. What? What?
Don't let me get any in my hair.
Paint?
Got it. Yeah, she has paint in her every single time she paints. It's really funny. Like, she never
Won't
means
happen.
to.
What did it happen last time?
I wonder what color it would be this time.
Okay. So this is what happened last time.
Nobody cares.
I was painting the walls in Jennifer
But you weren't.
and Valerie.
I was
Valerie's house, okay? And my hair was up like here in a little loopy thingamajig type, yeah. And I went to go put more paint on my roller and I bent forward to put it on there. And my head hit the wall that already had paint on it.
It was pretty funny.
It was hilarious.
You weren't even there.
I said that's hilarious.
Oh, at least it was hilarious.
So she said.
My God!
What's up?
Thank you.
Thank you for what?
You have a beautiful back of the head.
Thanks.
But he doesn't.
You're welcome. That is my chair.
Stealing it?
It's her director's chair.
That's where the director has
You
to
really
sit.
are not allowed to sit there.
We've been
Here's the
recording for
thing.
6 minutes and 32
It's her
seconds.
director's chair.
Well, her director's chair.
Ah.
Right there now. What are you gonna do about it? Right, cower in fear.
You know my brother is. Look at him. He's
You're gonna cower
insane.
in fear.
Look at him. Can we get up close on this? This is what I have to live with. Isn't he horrible?
I'm a great guy.
But you're not.
I'm a gentleman.
But you're definitely not. Probably the last thing you are. Probably the third.